Hello everybody, it's Penny Shelton here, and today is Monday, October the 4th, and we are on day 3 of our brand new 11-week Total Health and Wellness Initiative, Falling into Raw. So we kicked it off this last Saturday, and I hope that many of you all got off to a really strong start. Making different changes in your diet, your lifestyle. There is a list that I've put together of what our 11-week total health and wellness guidelines are. And I'll put a link to that underneath this video. So if you're unclear on kind of what our objectives are, you can take a look at that list and see what of those things you'd like to incorporate into your own life. I also want to make sure that you know that the material that I've written as a support and an encouragement to this initiative, which I've just titled it Falling into Raw, is available for anyone. You don't have to be a member of our Vault program to buy the material. And I wanted to show you what I've done with mine. They're digital books. They're 3 digital books. And the reason I've cut them up into 3 books is really from like an eco-friendly standpoint. You may want to print off a portion of the material. So I have just the basic, the main book part by itself. Then I have the recipes by themselves, and then I have the photographs by themselves. So let me show you kind of what I've done, and I've done this is the second time that I've done this with our initiative materials, and it's been really, really helpful. So let's look at it. Okay, I've got a binder, and of course I picked bright orange because, you know, it's the color scheme. So my husband was nice enough to color print these off for me at his office, so that was very nice. But so open it up, and I have my master statistics sheet right here in the front, which basically is a place for you to register in what your beginning weight, your measurements, and all of that, so you can keep track of that through the 11 weeks. And then Falling into Raw, it's the book, and you've got the contents, and all of the material that I have written is in here. And then, let's see. There's a pretty comprehensive list of seasonal foods where I talk about, for example, I've talked about pecans here, and I'm telling you about pecans and what health benefits and different things like that about all these different foods. Oh, and then we have Falling into Raw in the kitchen. We have the recipe section. And we've got about 80 recipes in here. And you can see I have drinks and main courses and snacks and breakfast foods and desserts and entrees. And so there's just some really, I think, some really great recipes in here that are fall inspired, but they're also pretty good any time of the year. Most of these ingredients are available year round. Okay, there's a lot. There's like 50 plus pages of recipes. And then the final part, Falling into Raw, the photos. And this is the first time that I've ever printed off the color photos, so it's really exciting for me to see. A lot of the recipes have photographs. So I'm just going to kind of go through here real quick to let you see. I mean, these are 8 by 11, so they're big. And you can see what all I've been up to in the kitchen. Lots of good stuff. This is one of my favorites, Powerball number 7. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got a lot of good stuff in there. And I worked really hard putting that information together. And it's not like do this on week 1, do this on week 2, because it's the reason I named this an initiative. I don't give you play-by-play instructions as to what to do, when to eat, what to eat when you eat, because what works for me may not be what works for you. These are just guidelines of how you might be able to integrate more raw and living foods into your diet. There are no absolutes in this whole program. This is not really a diet. This is a lifestyle. This is learning to make better food choices on a daily basis. So we can't really even look at it like it's a diet. We have to look at it like, what is a better choice that I can make at this meal than maybe I made at my last meal? And that's what it's all about, is learning how to make the shift and make those changes in our lives. So I have quite a few things. Like I said, I want to check my notes because I don't want to miss anything out. My friend, who I dearly love, and many of you know or have heard of Philip McCluskey, he is offering an online class on Saturday evening, well, depending on where you live, Saturday at, it'd be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be about, I think, about a 2-hour class where he is going to be talking to you and teaching you about weight loss and raw foods. And it's excellent if you're new to raw foods. I mean, I went ahead and signed up, even though I've been doing this for 5 years, because I'm still dealing with some weight issues. I've struggled with weight my whole life. And if I wasn't eating raw food, I probably would weigh 250 pounds right now. But I know that there are, sometimes I'll just hear a little something, even if I've heard it 5 times. Somebody can say the same thing in their way, and I get it, and the light bulb goes off for me. So I've signed up for the class. It's $47, but I mean, you get Philip, you get to ask him questions. He will answer your questions. Plus, you get all 3 of his ebooks, which is like a $50+ value, along with your signing up for the class. So I think it's a great value. I want to encourage you to join me in that class if you're able to, if you have the funding to be able to do it right now. And I love to support Philip because I so believe, I mean, he used to weigh over 400 pounds. The man has lost 215 pounds, and he's been able to keep it off now for 2 years. So he's rocking it. He is totally rocking it. And I believe he's a man of wonderful character and integrity. So I've posted that on our main forum. So there's a place for you to go check it out. I make absolutely zero money on this deal, okay? And I'm not an affiliate with him or anything like that. I just believe in what he's doing, and I really wanted to share that with those of you who are maybe even looking at gastric bypass surgery, which is what he was looking at, morbidly obese, and I encourage you to sit under Philip's teaching for inspiration and encouragement and education. Okay, that's my plug for Phil. Also, coming up this coming Saturday, 10/10/10, is our World Raw Food Day. And this is being celebrated. I didn't start this. This is someone else started this, and it is a day to celebrate raw and living foods all across the world. And a lot of places they're doing potlucks. If you have a raw food meetup group in your area, maybe you all are planning to do a potluck. A lot of us, I mean, I have raw food groups here where I live, but I don't believe there's an event scheduled for that day. So what I'm going to do, wait, did I say Saturday? I think it's this Sunday, actually, 10/10/10. What I want to do is just open a thread up that morning. So if you are going to a potluck and you've made a dish, we would love to see that. We'd love to see what you're making, and we'd love for you to share the recipe with us if you'd like to on the thread. Or if you're not going to a potluck or you don't have access to one in your area, we're going to have a virtual potluck where you can come in and add your photograph. Maybe you can make a raw food dish that you can enjoy in your own home and take a picture of it, share the recipe with us here at Raw Food Rehab, and we can just have our own virtual potluck where we share. I'm going to put the chat feature up so we can all be chatting one with each other on Sunday throughout the day. And it's just a celebration of this lifestyle that is so health-bringing to each of us. So I want to make sure that you all know that we're doing that this coming Sunday, 10/10/10. Also this Sunday is the kickoff of the Raw Mom Cooked Dad seminar, and it's like a summit, if you will. It's free, okay? You can pay for the upgrade, which is amazing. It's like almost a $500 value. I'm going to have an ebook available in that upgrade called It's Easy Being Green. It's never been released before. I'm actually not quite finished with it. Working on that this week. But there's tons of upgrades. You'll get all kinds of goodies for signing up for the upgrade. So that thread is also on our main forum if you want to read more about that and get plugged into that. Let me see what else. I don't want to leave anything out. The only other thing is, for the last several weeks, I've been so busy focused on writing this Falling into Raw material that I've let a lot of things in my personal life kind of slide. So this week, I am going to try to get caught up with some things like get my Revealing Your Inner Rock Star bad haircut. So I'm going to the salon tomorrow. My husband gave me that as a birthday present. My daughter gave me a pedicure for my birthday, so I'm going to get that done later today. So I'm really going to take this week and try to take care of myself a little bit. I want to get back into my walking program that I had started at the beginning of our last initiative that I fell short on when I got so busy. And yeah, as you know, Susan and I really try to be on the website as much as possible. And Susan has a lot of things that she's already committed to doing. So we're both going to be in and out a lot this week. So I'm just asking for your patience. If you have a question that you're asking one of us, there's going to be times where we're going to get right back to you. There's going to be other times where there may be some lag time of several hours, but just know that we are here and we're here for you. If it's a question like, what juicer should I buy? We have a room for that. The tool shed, where all of that's being discussed. If you have a question about where to find something, just look at the rooms. I mean, we have all these different rooms where we're talking about all these different things, and your answer is most likely in one of the rooms. And it's kind of fun to click on those rooms and go discover. It's a virtual treasure chest of information around here at Raw Food Rehab. So, I encourage you to dig in and feed yourself, if you will. And I also encourage you, there's a lot of faces around here at Raw Food Rehab that you see a lot of. They comment a lot, they're in the blogs a lot. Don't hesitate to ask one of them a question if you aren't getting a quick enough response from Susan or I. We're all here together, and I know so many people are so open and ready and willing to answer questions and help you. People have been around for a long time. So guys, I just really want to encourage you that if you haven't already kind of gotten your kickoff of falling into raw started, I want to encourage you to get your game plan together. And also, one thing I didn't mention in the material that I wrote, I mentioned that master statistics sheet. Well, there's also a journal page. It's just an example of what you can do to journal, which is very helpful as you are changing your lifestyle. Journaling is very important. And there's also a shopping list. It's a very comprehensive list, and you certainly don't need to go out and buy all the things all at once, but it gives you kind of an idea of how to stock your raw food kitchen. So all of that's available for $33. I'll put that link underneath this video. You guys, I love you, and I'm planning on being back again with you tomorrow. I'll make a video after I get my hair done so you can see it. I hope it goes well. You know, sometimes you just never know. Okay, guys, I want you to go and have an awesome week falling into raw. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.